past weekend were led by last season's Heisman winner, Lamar Jackson, who managed 485 yards of total offense on the ground and in the air, along with 2 touchdowns in a 35-28 win against the Boilermakers. Another impressive showing from another Heisman candidate was from the 7th-ranked Oklahoma Sooners quarterback, Baker Mayfield, who only had 1 incompletion, going 19 for 20 with 3 passing touchdowns and over 300 yards. And this was all in the first half, as the Sooners dominated the University of Texas El Paso 56-7. Lastly, we have number 2 ranked Ohio State senior JT Barrett, who did not get off to the greatest start, being down at halftime to the Hoosiers of Indiana. However, he settled down in the second half and cruised to a victory with over 300 yards in the air, with 3 passing touchdowns and a rushing touchdown. The sleeper of the Heisman candidates also had an impressive showing, as the 6th-ranked Penn State Nittany Lions routed the Akron Zips 52-0, led by senior quarterback Trace McSorley, whom had a total of 3 touchdowns, and junior running back Saquon Barkley, whom had over 170 yards on the ground, along with 2 touchdowns.
Next week, the day before kickoff Sunday in the NFL, will also be an action-packed night, as the Tigers of Auburn, led by running backs Cam Martin and Karen Jackson, whom both had 136 yards on the ground this past weekend, travel to Memorial Stadium to face the defending champs in Clemson. The Tigers will be led by junior quarterback Kelly Bryant, in hopes to repeat as champions and the replacement of former Clemson superstar Deshaun Watson. 2 of my Heisman candidate favorites also face each other this week, as Baker Mayfield and the Sooners travel to Columbus to face the 2nd-ranked Buckeyes, led by senior quarterback JT Barrett. This will be important for both quarterbacks to impress, as Mayfield was perfect and only played 1 half this past weekend, whereas Barrett struggled in the first half against IU, but picked it up in the second half. The Buckeyes secondary will also be tested in this matchup, as they allowed this past weekend 4 different Hoosier receivers to surpass 50 yards, including an 150-yard game by Simmie Cobbs Jr. The last night game this weekend will feature the 14th-ranked Stanford Cardinals traveling to Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum to face the Trojans of USC. Stanford will be led by running back Bryce Lowe, whom had 180 yards on the ground this past weekend in only 13 attempts in a rout against Rice. The Trojans will be led by sleeper Heisman candidate quarterback Sam Darnold, whom had a rough outing this past weekend in a 49-31 victory over unranked Western Michigan, where he was held to throwing no touchdowns and he threw 2 interceptions.